Now, I may have saw the title. It says about the end times, Christians only, which means if you ain't a Christian, get out of here. You don't need to know about this. But we're talking about war on level stuff, like wars, plagues, and a global takeover kind of thing. This isn't from a movie or conspiracy video. It's straight from where is it? I think I have my. Let me find it. It's straight from my favorite friend, even though I haven't really read it in a couple of days. I gotta get back reading that, but it's straight from the Bible. The Bible where everything is peaceful and it tells you about the past and what all God has done. I know I haven't did a live stream like this in a very long time, but you live stream kind of inspired me to do this one because I kind of remembered how he did a lot of stuff. Now, in the Bible, in Revelations, well, not Revelations, but I think Galatians, it says that the dead will be brought back first, basically, and then the people before that, like that are alive right now, will go. And technically, I have my dad right here. If I were to open this and there was no ashes in here, then that would be basically like, hey, the world is already starting to end. Y'all fathers already went up, which he's already went up anyways, because I mean that around the time the world was not dead. So, but Bible says that one day out of nowhere, Jesus is coming back, and not some floaty chill. Where he's coming back with power, with a shout and a trumpet blast. Those two followed him, gone, just like that. First Thessalonians 4:16 through 17 describes it like a heavenly abstraction, like the real one's getting called home. And that's just trying to build. I mean, look around. Does feel like something's building? I mean, we got wars happening. We got all kind of stuff happening. We have, how do you say this exactly? We have so much stuff happening at this point on Earth that it's almost like the world is going to sooner or later have Jesus come back and everybody's going to be snapped out of like some of our fingers. Because the ones who believe in Jesus will go up. The ones who don't believe will stay here on earth and have to fill the 7 straight years, which is over 365 days of torture. So basically, this would be like the new hellscape, by the way. And hell is basically like the devil and stuff. And then there's the tribulation. 7 years of chaos. Then comes the 7 years of pure destruction, which I just talked about. It calls it, like the Bible calls it, like the Bible right here, this right here, calls it the tribulation. Global war, famines, natural disasters, and people turning on each other. And some mysterious leader will step in, charismatic, powerful but dark. I've been teaching religion since I was 7 years old, Johnny. I used to take the preacher's mic and I would preach myself. Plus, if I ever get my Facebook out, I mean, heck, y'all go on my Facebook and you go down a little bit, y'all can see where I started saying Bible verses lately. And plus, I heard a loud noise earlier, and I know that wasn't nobody building next door. I know that was something even louder, aka. So I'm trying to just like get everybody ready in case this is what that time is about to come. Because I mean, God did give me a gift to tell this kind of stuff. Yep, I took the preacher's microphone once and I started singing holy songs. So my grandmother did not believe it. But let me get back to the script. The mysterious leader will step in and charismatic, powerful but dark. He brings peace but at a cost. The beast and the mark, aka the mark of the beast. I'm gonna add live stream chat here real quick so people can see what everybody's saying in case you want. Because I'm about to go real deep into this, by the way. So if y'all gonna be here, I suggest I get some popcorn because I'm gonna be here for a minute. Is there no chat? Okay, there is no chat. I don't think. Yes, sir. It's perfect. chat box. At source. Okay, so now if somebody were to type, your chat will basically go over here. But let me shrink it a little bit. Okay, because I'm actually on here because of what Johnny sent me on Discord about Trump's plan to try and stop the war. And basically what that news article said, Johnny, was that Ukraine wouldn't get their land back. Yes, I'm using Streamlabs on a computer that will actually support it. Because my computer, the kind of brand that you want, will not support it, sadly. So that's kind of the part that sucks. But if y'all don't get what I'm talking about, if you were to read the Bible, go through every single page and read it, y'all would see throughout the Bible, in Revelation 13, by the way, if you go to Revelation 13, you can technically see the parts that, because the Revelations is the end times, like the times that are coming up and it's about to end. For example, let me find it. Where is the Revelation in this Bible? Like, for example, right here, like there's a full end part right here in this Bible that is about the Revelations. And for example, somebody said they saw an angel in chapter 20 of Revelation 21 through 3, chapter 20. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. He laid on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. And that's basically what's probably going to happen after the 7 years of chaos. Is that that's going to happen again. And this time, permanently. There'll be no more evil on Earth. Basically, everybody has, like, I don't know how to say this without it being over PG-13. So if anybody's lower than 13, leave the chat for a minute. But basically, anything, like, if you think over PG-13 and you're thinking, like, over, like, 20-year-old kind of stuff, that will be gone. You'll be pure. You won't be able to think like that no more. Because I literally have a prayer on my wall up here that I basically say every single night when I was little. I would used to say it every time I was at my granddad's. I would say it. And it's basically like a little sleeping prayer. Before, it's like, for example, if I were to die before I wake, like, I'd pray the Lord to take my soul, basically. Like, if I were to die in my sleep. Which, that actually might happen sooner, because I'm actually having very bad problems with breathing lately. So, I don't know if that's what that is or not. But, basically, we're going to get back to this, okay? Let's just get off that part before I have something else going on. But Revelation 13 talks about something called the Beast, which I think I just read that. Did I just read that? I swear I think I just read it. My grandmother taught me a lot about the Bible when she was here. So that was kind of another good thing. Revelation 13. Okay, so I'm gonna write. Okay, so I'm writing about it basically. I'm writing about it. Yeah, I'm not good at the Bible at this point because this is a New Testament, I think. I don't know how to read the KJV version of it. Because this is a different Bible version. But it's the same thing basically. But it's basically like could it be a person, a system? Everyone has to take a mark to buy or sell anything. Either if it's on your hand or your forehead, like your actual forehead. Sound familiar? Cashless society, global control, total surveillance. And if you don't take the mark, you're locked out. But if you take it, the Bible says you've chosen sides and not the one that will take you to heaven. Of where you see all your family again. Of where you're basically not ever sad. You're always happy and in a good place. But in the next part, in Revelation 19, this part is where it looks like evil wins. Jesus comes back again. And this time he's not gentle. He's got heaven's army behind him. He shuts the whole system down because, like I just mentioned in Revelation 19, calls it the final war, good versus evil. And spoiler alert, the evil, like the person down there in the bottom, where it's literally like hot as crap. Well, he kind of loses, and Jesus basically makes him go away permanently. And then after all that is over, and the new world is not just ruins and ash, but God creates a whole new world with no pain, which I just said, no death, and no darkness, which means you can live for eternity, basically forever. And forever means, and to be honest, I wish my dad was here right now, because that's kind of what I'm about to start crying for. Because I kind of lost my dad last year, and it's been hard as crap to try and get over this. So I'm trying to get my best to get over it before. Boy, this is not the time. This is not the time. But I will check that out real quick. Just see what Brookhaven updated on. Give me Discord real quick before I start crying. I need to get my mind off for that before I start crying now. Because my dad's not here no more, and look who's playing Roblox. Karen the Hacker. Fashion show role play. Are you kidding me? They own it. A fashion show estate? Who the heck is going? Actually, you know what? That's actually much more. Who the hell is going to use a fashion show estate? Actually, I know somebody that will use it, but she's the one that probably will use it. That force our crime worse. Let me take these tears out of my eyes. But in the new part of world, like see, like I just said, perfect, no pain, no death, which I'm about to start crying again because that's what I mean by that. Every time I say no death, no darkness, just listen, peace, peace and quiet. Because I pray that animals will. I pray that Pearly will still be here, my cat, because I kind of love this cat to death, and she just had her babies. So I'm praying that the world doesn't end before they get old enough to be free. Ow. It's not time for my heart to start hurting on me. But no more fake leaders. No more war. Just like also, do not worry about what I just did with my hand, putting it on my heart. Just don't worry about it. Okay, just don't worry about it. Well, right now I can feel my heart killing me like a daggone AK-47 just went straight through it. I'm not telling this to y'all to scare y'all, but I'm telling y'all this because people need to wake up. Because stuff's happening in the world and it's aligning with all of this pretty quick. And can I possibly invite myself to the live stream somehow so I can add my other computer on there so I can share? I don't know how to do this stuff. I mean, I've used like Streamlabs before, but I don't really know how to do all the stuff. But and maybe it's just time to start paying attention to all the sounds. I mean, if y'all have another war happen, World War III, every single country is going to fight. 1 minute. See, where I live is peace and quiet, and basically, if I were to hear something like a trumpet, there's somebody in my neighborhood that plays the trumpet besides me, and my trumpet's at my high school, well, my former high school, because I had to give back to the school because it's not because it wasn't mine. So technically, if I heard a trumpet up there, I'm saying, take me with you. I might stay. I might just not have somewhere to go. I mean, I would actually prefer to tell the devil to kiss my behind and go walk outside with a Bible and start reading it and go up than to stay on this earth and have to basically get shot by somebody and die. Because by the time that we hear trumpets in the air, that's what something good's about to happen. But by the time, see, what I'm trying to say though is that when World War III happens, right before it happens, right before, like right at the tiniest second before they start to do a World War III, we're all out of here. The ones that are religion cautious and that believe in the Lord. You will get taken up. And the ones that don't believe in the Lord, well, you'll stay down on the ground. You won't even go up. And that's what I'm trying to say there. It's that maybe it's time for the ones that don't believe in God and that believe in the devil to maybe switch your religions. There probably will be a World War III because I've had dreams of it. And I might be kidding. I've actually had dreams of World War III happening. So, and God's gave me a gift to have visions. So, I can actually tell if it's true or if it's fake. Because I'm a let's see, I'm gonna basically do this. So wait a minute, let me find it. Can you rescue me if it is? I ain't got enough money to get you a plane ticket to get out of there because I only have 7 cents in my account right now. I've only had 7 cents in my account for the past, I think, 3 months. Let's see, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Um, when my dad was a little boy, around the age of 4 years old, my dad was told he was not going to make it because by his own mother, because technically he was like sweating to death. He couldn't break a fever, and all kinds of stuff happened. But one tiny thing helped him go back to normal, and he loved it for the rest of his life. Y'all know that little dark black thing that y'all all love to eat that starts with letter C, aka chocolate? The candy that everybody loves to eat. Well, chocolate milk saved my dad's life. And he loved it for the rest of his life. If I had chocolate, I had to split half of it with him because he loved chocolate to death. And later on in life, he had heart failure. And now I'm pretty sure I have it. But I was like, that a spider? No, I need to go get fly swatter and I need to spank that spider. Shouldn't be in my room like that. They come out of my closet, I think. Cause see, my room is basically like, oh, wait a minute. Okay, I didn't notice that my roof was. Okay, yeah, I gotta get my roof replaced because my roof's about to, I think, fall down. But like that might be literally about to fall down. So I have to get that replaced possibly. But after a while of my dad being without family, because he lost all of his family, I think around the age of basically an adult age. I think he lost him around 18, 14, somewhere around there. And he didn't have no family. He lost all of his family around, like, I think 5 months apart or 3 months apart. He lost all of his family around 3 months apart. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it is not easy losing a family member, which I think everybody knows this by now, unless you hate them to death. My dad didn't have nothing. And then he said he started seeing angels every once in a while around a young age of when he needs something, of when they were on the road, because sometimes they were homeless, sadly, but when they were homeless, God would send angels down there to give him money. Because one time, he told me the story one time when he was around a young age, and his dad and then broke down. He said he was going to try and walk to the nearest gas station. He started walking, and this man pops out of nowhere. It tells them to take the money and get what they need with it. And as soon as he looks back to say thank you, he gone. He disappears. He is like, or like, what's around me? Like, what can you not see us around me? It's called atoms. He just disappears completely. Like, he defined science at that point. And that person was real. I need to get their number to thank them because my father was at a young age when that happened. And I need to thank them for that. But my dad also told me before he passed away, like a few months before he passed away, that he had a dream that he saw heaven before he even died. That was like God's way of saying, bleep, 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 bleep. You're about to come up. It's your time. And since that happened, my dad was like, call me every day, in there almost every single day to help him with something as an excuse to see me. And I was like, why do you want to see me so much? And by the time he died, I knew. It was because he knew he was going to die. And that was actually kind of a sad thing to know. Was that my dad was going to pass away the same year me and him was going to literally celebrate my 15th birthday. Because I was kind of hoping to celebrate it with him, but I still celebrated it with him. But I celebrated it with him in spirit because that's actually kind of sad. But I'm trying to make sure my mom's not home yet because I get to see a reflection if she's home yet or not. But if you believe in God and see if you get a strong connection like my dad did, which everybody's relation to God is different, but the fact that God sent one of his many angels to go give my dad money to get food and stuff when he was a little kid. Sure, that God had big plans for him. And he actually did. Because around the age of 30 and 40, and maybe even 50, because I think that's when he met my mom, basically, God asked him to be a preacher. And he turned it away instantly. And I can't remember exactly why, because of due to him passing has caused my brain to want to crash everything out. And it's like, flush it all out. But, what the flip? I'm hearing horns toot now. And there's literally nobody outside my door. Actually, let me check real quick just to make sure. I'm going to turn my face cam off real quick while I do that though. Just to make sure that it's not mom. Okay, it's not my mother. I don't know what that was, but I did just hear a horn toot outside my window. So I really don't know who that was. But that was actually literally terrifying. Because I thought my mom was home. I was like, I heard a toot toot, and I'm like, is she home? And I was like, no, that's not her horn. So how would that be her? But my point in all of it is, which I gotta get it up because I forgot. I mean, I have it on here. My point is to basically say to never, 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 never stop believing in God. Because the moment you stop believing in God, because my dad used to tell me, if you don't pray, God's going to forget your name. And my dad never prayed, but God always talked to him. So I'm guessing my dad's name was remembered by God. And I don't really know if, like, what their intentions were. But in a way, I believe that my dad was an angel in a way. I believe that he was an angel before he even died. Like, like I actually do because God literally talked to my father through his head. Like, what's it called? It's like the superpower of where you like talk up somebody's head. It ain't telekinesis. Telekinesis is where you can lift things up in the air and stuff and make things move. But basically, you see, y'all can't hear these noises in my background, I don't think. But see, the noises in my background, they're like literal warning sounds, but they're not like the tornado warning sounds, but they're like and see, I'm hearing it every few minutes. Like it's almost like a warning sound, like something bad's about to happen. It's like the banshee, but it's like a different kind of warning pattern. Okay, I agree. I just closed out ChatGPT. Wait a minute, let me see real quick. Do I listen? What do you mean, do I listen? Also, did my son know to leave the live stream? I'm listening to the high pitched frequencies in the air, hoping the Lord's saying that it's um rapture because that was supposed to, I think it's supposed to happen last year, but it didn't. Okay, so my son is still here. Well, I do tell it, so I'm telling it now. And I don't tell it because I'm not supposed to tell it. That's the point. I'm not supposed to tell it. Because if I tell it, then what's the use to be able to see it happen? Because the Bible basically already tells you everything you need to know about the wars that's going to happen. The Bible already tells you about what's going to happen. So it's not a use to let me tell y'all about it because the Bible, it has everything you need already in it. Trust me. If I were to go get my grandmother's Bible, my dad's mother's Bible, it's like a lot bigger than this. It's like this big. Like add that part right there and this part right here. That's how big her Bible is. Because her Bible is the Old Testament. Hers is like super big, but it's also big French. So I could also explain why it's that big. But the market. Okay, that's actually kind of interesting. You know, and I just read that part. Oh yeah, well, I did just read that part of the Bible. Yeah, that part actually is true. I just read that part of my live stream. So if you go back, like I think 30 minutes ago, you can actually see where I talked about that part. My friend and son Johnny can actually confirm that part where I did just talk about that part. Cause I actually did talk about that part because basically, if you don't have the mark of the beast, you can't get nothing. Basically, Johnny, that means that if you don't turn yourself over to the devil's side, you can't get nothing. That's basically what it means. And that's not something I would ever do. So I would just prefer to starve to death than to turn over to the devil's side. I would literally just ask God to bless me in some kind of way than to do that. Because my father and God had a very strong connection. God talked to my dad all the time, so I could actually see where God would actually warn me in some kind of way about that. Yeah, that's basically what it means. It basically means that you have to turn yourself over to the devil's side and leave God to be able to do it. You should be tempted with money to receive the mark of the beast. The mouth should be approximate. How do you know the balance? Wait a minute. In that part, wait a minute. Okay, I think that is the mark of. Okay, I don't trust that. But I will tell the vision anyways, though. Basically, and I'm actually afraid to tell this because my father told me this as well before I had the vision again. I had a vision of what my dad told me about Donald Trump's father. And Donald, okay, this is not towards you, but this is what my father said. When my father met Joe father, he could swear to the Lord, not by cuss words, but he could actually feel the presence of the devil inside of him. And the fact this person knows how much money you're going to need to do that tells me right now that he is probably the false prophet. Wesley Curry II is probably the false prophet or the devil. And if it's either one, he can stay off my YouTube channel because I do not believe in the devil. My father literally warned me of this kind of stuff happening. Because in the the Bible does not exactly give a modern day exact amount like 30,000, 1 million, or anything like that. It doesn't give. It says back then 30 coins was the price of a slave in Jesus' part in Exodus 21:32. In modern terms, that's estimated to be about 3,000 to 7,500, depending on the silver value and inflammation. So I have a feeling that that dude that literally just messaged on our live stream is he literally put in the live stream, "Do you listen?" And it said, Jesus showed to you in visions and dreams exactly what is going to happen, but you do not tell it. The mark of the beast shall be the omni or omni bar and shall be branded and burned into the skin. But see, the Bible, in my Bible, it don't tell that part. Laws shall be passed that you may not buy food in a store if you are not marked with the omni bar. That part is true. You shall be tempted with money. Johnny, wait a minute. Okay, but I'm gonna finish this live stream real quick. Oh, heck nah. Oh, heck nah. As soon as I started to read, as soon as I started to read the live stream, what he said, it disappeared. Y'all, go back in the video right now and look at the chat. The chat tells you everything. Okay, but read the chat. That, I don't, I don't know what to say about that, but I have a feeling that, and I literally have goosebumps on my arm right now. I have goosebumps. And see, I don't have goosebumps when it's a spiritual event happening. So, I feel something bad's about to happen. But Nightbot did the right thing and kicked Wesley Curry second off the stage anyways. But, how do I spell this person's name? C. I want to see if this thing knows who this person was or is. I don't know. This is okay. ChatGPT cannot find out who this person is. It only finds out who the actors are. Crap. Okay, well, I need that. Okay, I need to ban this person from ever getting back on this channel. And I'm terrified that he's a subscriber. And if he's a subscriber and he's talking about. Because they literally deleted. Or was what literally deleted every single bit of comments on my live chat that I can read off of there. Is it still on there, possibly? No. It's gone completely. I can't even read it no more. It's off of my live chat. Like my actual live chat on streamers. I cannot even read it no more. But I did get the part where they start about them giving $30,000. The only person who would do that and try to say that kind of stuff is the devil. That, my friends, y'all just met who the devil was. Because in my Bible, it doesn't say how much you get or anything like that. Because even ChatGPT confirmed it. And that thing knows every single bit of knowledge from the Bible because I literally told it every single page of that Bible. There's something in that Bible that says $30,000. And for Johnny, it's 30K and for you, Johnny, 30K would basically be 22,500 or 22,600. So basically, I don't know how that person has 290 subs, but that person just did the wrong thing exposing themselves. Because nowhere in the Bible does in any Bible I wish I could have. I forgot. We still got the live chat right here now. So I'm gonna go back after this live stream is done and read the whole entire live chat from right here and see exactly what part. I'm gonna type every single part that person said in there and see if any of that's actually true. The Bible doesn't give a fixed money amount like $30,000 that the devil would offer someone, but it does give examples where people were tempted or sold out something sacred for a specific price. But basically, there's no part in the Bible that says that. Yeah, I think we just met the false prophet because I've only had both my computers on, and I've been reading a script. It had my Bible here with me, and then somebody comes on here and says, "Do you not listen, or do you listen?" And that's what kind of dots says omnibar and all that kind of stuff. Let me see exactly what it means. Like, I remember a quarter of what it said. And listen. What do you mean by and listen? But I think we just met the devil because nobody knows the price the devil was going to tell you. I listen. Okay, well, I'm about to say exactly what ChatGPT thinks it could have been. The false prophet. That could have been the false prophet, y'all. That could have been the false prophet. That man with 290 subscribers could have been the false prophet. And I saw him before in other live streams, but he spammed too much, and Nightbot literally got so mad that it kicked him off. In the Bible, the false prophet describes someone who leads people away from true faith using signs, wonders, and deceptive influence to manipulate the masses he's associated with. The first one is the rise of the beast system. Think of the Antichrist and the mark of the beast from Revelation 13. Laws being passed to make people worship the beast. Wait a minute. Oh my gosh, crap. Like a new economic or spiritual system of control. Money, power, and control over people's lives using economic, which means money, or digital currency, which is crypto, systems. The 30K in electronic prices could be the symbolic of this. So Wesley Curry did say in the live chat, 30K in electronic prices. Now, I've been looking at this 30K, and I don't know if that's what he's talking about or what, but that is the false prophet that we just witnessed a sign that God's about to come back. The false prophet works in partnership with the beast, aka the Antichrist, aka the devil, aka the one that is literally the one with red horns, to push people toward a corrupt, spiritually destructive system. John, it's not time to play. We literally just met the false prophet. This is not the time to play. We just met the false prophet. And the live stream chat is right up here. If y'all want to go back in the live stream and find where he said that at. Can I see if his wife completely off of there? Then I believe that's a account that the devil uses or the Antichrist uses. But basically, so this person on the stream was hinting at omni laws and the price of participation. It could be a symbolic reference to the false prophet's influence. The devil is all about deception, temptation, and control. If someone is being tempted with riches or the promises of hell like 30K, it can be seen as the devil trying to lure people into compromise. In Matthew 4, the devil tempts Jesus with all the kingdoms of the world, offering power in exchange for worship. In the same way, someone might offer a prize like money or resources to lead people into evil systems that align with the devil's ultimate agenda to destroy. Deceptive control systems, marketed beast in Revelation 13, is tied to a system that controls buying and selling something that can be represented by digital currencies, for example. Laws and temptations to follow a system in exchange for rewards like the 30K or easy living. It's a trap. It's a spiritual trap. It's a way for the devil to ensnare people. Basically, like, grab people and take them in. Like, they're not letting God have them. Even though God made you. If God made you and you go to the devil, get off my channel completely. You're not come back on my channel. And I see you on there, I'm getting Nightbot to ban you again. Because I literally got him literally warned and kicked off the stage because of that. And if he's still on here, you need to leave Wesley Curry in a second because I don't really know that false prophet on here. Because that's why the devil will ensnare people, which means basically like take over, in a system of greed, control, and spiritual compromise. So basically, like I said before, and this is what ChatGPT is saying, I asked it, could it be the fake prophet or the devil? It said it's possible that the person talking on the stream was referencing to the devil's or the false prophet's agenda. The temptation of money, new rise of laws, and digital control all align with the end times prophecy. If they were using this to describe a system of deception that will eventually bring a spiritual fall, it sounds like the devil's tactics at play, trying to tempt people, which means make them want to come over to you. So, but here's the devil's side, here's the person's side. that's holy. He's trying to get them to come to him, to get on his side, and to compromise in their beliefs, worshiping the wrong system, aka the devil, aka the beast, aka the man with the red horns, and seeking over control of others through false promises. So, what that basically means is that that was possibly the false prophet or the devil that came on my live stream, because it's literally titled About the End Times, Christians Only. So, that was kind of awkward and kind of actually flipping weird. I did not expect to actually meet the devil on my live stream today. But I do know I'm gonna have to literally block that IP address somehow from Wesley Curry II, so he cannot look at my YouTube videos no more, or even live streams. And if he does, I'm gonna find a way to do that, because um I need to alert my cousins on Discord. I think I met a false prophet. And see, they had a point about it. Like, that's not what's in the Bible, though. The Bible doesn't say what amount the devil would bribe you with. And it doesn't mention electronic prices. It sounds kind of weird, don't it? It sounds like somebody was trying to play a hook in the finger, aka aka a mousetrap. My live stream is literally buffering so much right now that it's causing it to probably about to crash. So which means the devil is trying to crash at this point, because he knows I'm out there exposing. Okay, well, you can go now. But I want to end this live stream off with a big warning, because that was actually unexpected for someone to come on to my live stream and say, "Do you listen?" And then literally spam the group chat down. Well, not the group chat, but the live stream down with so much stuff up there that it literally causes all that to happen. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if y'all ain't Christian and y'all on my live stream, you might as well just get off of it. Because I don't support no other religions that are not holy. If they're not holy and you're on my social medias, you can unsubscribe from me. You can unfollow me. You can unfriend me on Discord if you have me friended. You can leave my PlayStation server. Anything that's social media wise that I own, and if you believe in the devil, shut up. Okay, thank God, Zach. Okay, thank God. At least my cousin's on here. Well, one of my cousins is on here. I need both my cousins on here at this point. But see, at least one of my cousins is on here though. But see, if you were to rewind the video, I think about 20 minutes ago, around the 30-minute streak, and watch it, somebody named Wesley Curry II joined it and literally started spamming stuff down about the Omnibar laws being passed, which that part is in the Bible, I think. $30,000 in electronic prices being gave to people, and all that kind of stuff. But see, in the Bible, which I have right beside me because I've had this whole entire live stream, and I've had it open to prevent that kind of energy from being in this live stream, they were literally saying all kind of bad stuff. Also, let me put you as a moderator real quick, Zach. Will it not let me? Okay, let me go to here and here. And let me refresh it. Okay, let me close this out too, because I don't want no. Okay, because I really don't want the music playing. But that literally just terrified the crap out of me, because I did not actually expect. Okay, so let's see. Which version? I use KJV because it's in my whole entire family. My whole entire family uses KJV, or I'm trying to think my grandma's version. I think it's also KJV. King James version, basically. We all use King James version in my family. But I don't know how they had an exact price label on what the devil was going to offer everybody, unless it was either one of the devil's henchmen or something. Interesting. Interesting. I've never heard that Bible version. I must read it when I come over to your house when I hit 18. I must read it. So you use RSBC and your family uses KJV. Okay, that's actually a very interesting swap of events. That's actually very interesting. So basically, use my Bible version. And see, what I don't get though is why they said it. Cause see, that sounds like the false prophet coming in this season. Because see, in the end times, which in the KJV version, and I think every other Bible that's a holy Bible, all has I think Revelations in. I have no clue because I don't read every single Bible. I only read the Bible I was born with, basically. But my dad did tell me a lot before he passed, and this is going to play very, very hard because I'm about to message it in Discord. Very, very hard of what my father said. I'm gonna message to you on Discord. I think I already told y'all this though, but I mean, I don't see. I'm trying to think of a good way to say this exactly. But see, I started my first live stream that I did today about the plan that Ukraine, all that stuff's having. And then I went to deciding all of a sudden when I heard a sound in the air, like actually in the sky, like I literally heard a sound. I don't know if it was a trumpet. Oh my god, wait a minute, I had to let me move the lights on my laptop. Okay, didn't mean to say. But basically, in the game, I was talking about like Trump's plans and stuff, and then I went from that live stream, it came to this live stream, and before I did that, I heard like a little sound in the air. I don't know what it was, but it sounded like a trumpet, and I don't know if that was it or not, but I heard something, and I was actually kind of tempted to do a live stream at that point. I don't know why, but as soon as I heard that little high pitched frequency in my ears, I just grabbed my Bible and I was like, okay, it's time to do a live stream about the holy times and about the end times, and I don't know why I was doing it for. But somebody literally came on my live stream. So someone literally came on my live stream and they started spamming down stuff that only the devil or the false prophet was saying. Like for example, like bribing you. And see, they knew what the Omni Bar was, and that hasn't even came out yet. So either that was also a vision person that has visions from God, or that was a false prophet or something like that. Because see, my family was blessed. Like my dad's side of the family was blessed, which means Ava is also blessed, I guess, in a way. I don't know if she has visions or not, but I made sure to say hi to my cousin because girl, I don't do that kind of stuff. I don't do that kind of stuff. Not live streams and not in person and not on nothing. I'll probably delete this live stream after anyways because of what happened. So if anybody else comes on, I need y'all to rewind the video back to 30 minutes to 28 minutes exactly. And watch from 28 minutes all the way to 40 minutes. And read, and this little part right here, if you have really good eyes, and comment or send to me on Discord. My user, I'm about to actually say it. Because I actually will need y'all to explain this to me. Because I don't think anybody knew what the Omnibar was yet. Because that's basically like the mark of the beast. And I literally have goosebumps on my arms from that. What's that? Can I get a demo? What part? But it went from my son and my partner to my cousin and my other cousin. The Omnibar, I have no clue what it is. I haven't even heard about that. But I mean, Omni in I think Japan. I'm trying to see what Omni means. Omni is a Latin prefix that means all or every. It started using something like all encompassing or universal. Basically, when they mention omnibars, they meant or referring to something like all encompassing, or it touches every aspect of life. Yeah, I'm not saying that in this live stream, because this live stream is literally, I think, set for kids and adults. So I cannot actually do that in this live stream. I'm so sorry, but I cannot. But basically, what I'm trying to say right now is I literally got bombarded by the false prophet in my own live stream. In my own live stream, I get bombarded by the false prophet or the devil. That's actually a new one for me, and that ain't on my bucket list, and that happened. I have no clue. Wait a minute, let me see. Wait a minute. Let me check the chat box real quick to see if that's what the problem is. Okay, there we go. Wait a minute. Okay, I think I fixed it. There, I got it. Wait a minute. Okay, I just refreshed it. Okay, now it should go like super instant. It should. I'm not saying if it is or not though. I do know that it lags my live stream out when I do that though, so that might be why. And see, also in wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. Let me see if I can find it in here. I found them. I found the messages that. Are you kidding me? Johnny deleted them. Wesley Curry the second. Wait a minute. Can I see from here? Okay, I cannot see from here. Okay. Okay, but I'm gonna read y'all what this Wesley Curry person said. I can view the deleted messages says I'm the live stream owner, so I'm gonna read them out to y'all. But he said, Jesus showed to you in visions, which he actually did, and in dreams exactly what is going to happen, but you do not tell it. Well, that's because that's not my business to tell. I learned to keep things, when I get told something, I learned to keep it in my mouth and keep it there. And then this person said, the mark of the beast shall be called the Omni, or Omnibar, and shall be branded, burned into the skin, and shall be a barcode. Law shall be passed that you may not buy food in a store if you are not marked with the Omnibar. And then they, okay, I'm so sorry, y'all, but I'm going to read these to y'all real quick now. And then they said, you shall be tempted with money to receive the mark of the beast. The amount shall be approximately 32,523 in electronic money. Jesus shall fail all who take the Omnibar. The beast might be AI. But what about the wars that's been happening? What about all the natural disasters that's been happening? It's the Antichrist. It's been Antichrist since my mama's been alive. And that's been like 45 years. And I don't know if it's a he or she. And then they said, Jesus shall cause the omnibar money to fail. None who take the omnibar mark go to heaven. And then this person said, tell the vision from Jesus, and you shall not need the mark. Goodbye. This is a dead serious conversation. And y'all are talking about that people saw Jesus before, I think a few centuries ago, so it's not fake, but I'm terrified because they lit. Wait a minute. I'm putting y'all as moderators real quick. Add us a moderator, managing moderator, and let me put this one too. Okay, now y'all should be moderators, so y'all can like delete messages and stuff. But let me copy these messages. Wesley Curry put a period right after my son said, "Oh right." So let me see if I can possibly copy this. Okay, I can't copy it. Perfect. Can I please? Wait a minute. Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. I can get the whole entire live stream. Perfect. Copy. Okay, I got the whole entire live stream. Bro, what the Sigma? I have no clue who the person is. I don't know if it's my son. I don't know who the crap it is, but it's somebody. Um, and it's telling me that the cat. But what does Wesley person say on the live stream? And I don't know. I don't know if they're on the live stream or not. I don't know who's on the live stream at this point. But it's somebody who's on the live stream. I don't know who it is. Also, y'all, I need some prayers right now because my cousin is missing. He's been missing for like I think 3 days now. Well, longer than that actually. Probably about almost a week. And people said they saw him, but they didn't know that he was missing beforehand. So we need our prayers so that we can get on him. But what Wesley basically is saying is that a digital or electronic system, possibly whether it's cryptocurrency or similar technologies. Yeah, I've actually my wife that said no. Wait a minute, what? Wait a minute. Oh my. Okay, let me turn. Oh my god, Nightbot, shush. Oh my god, let me take Nightbot off real quick. Wait a minute, y'all. Nightbot is basically my moderator for this YouTube channel. That's the main moderator. That's why y'all got a warning. Let me take this moderator parts off real quick. Wait a minute. Put yours on timeout for 24 hours. Nightbot has been timed out for 24 hours. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. Let's see, I'm gonna tell you right now what that means. Like, I'm not trying to spread no evil influence through here, but okay, Bob, we'll let y'all know what that meant. basically what that Wesley person said is that the digital or electronic system possibly related to cryptocurrency. Wait, let me see. Oh my, that's actually kind of sad. I have no clue how to. Okay, okay. Well, basically, yo, want to see how to put this. Okay, so yo cousins is on here, Johnny. By the way, your cousins, my cousins, on here. But so basically, it's you, my son, your cousins is on here. So, but but technically, they're saying like Johnny, Ava, and Zach. This is what they're saying basically. Okay, and I know that this ain't supposed to be just straight through chats, but I've never had a chat like this or like that before. So that's what you're trying to do. But they're saying that a omnibar will be linked to spiritual consequences. He strongly warns against accepting the mark that claiming it leads to. Why is there a word as a cuss word mixed in with it? Okay, y'all. I am not saying the cuss word. No, he's from the UK. Johnny's from the UK. It's like in Europe. It's like right nearby where they're having the war at. But because basically everybody I met's basically been from Michigan. By the way, Johnny, that's what he's saying that for. But she this is the kind of message that is often tied to the end times prophecy and warnings about control systems that some believe will arise before the return of Christ, based on biblical teachings. Okay, biblical means Bible teachings. This one is UK, not part of Europe. In fact, the fact my mother's been gone for over an hour. I'm pretty sure she's at her friend's house. So, I don't know though. She might still be at the doctor's office. I don't know. But I think she planned on going over to his house. I don't know. You hate. You know what? That actually is my child. Johnny is my child. I don't hate water. I just hate drinking it. I don't mind swimming in it. I just hate drinking it. Because it has no flavor at all. Like, it's just like bland. UK is still part of Europe. It's just not part of the EU. Wow. I have my child fussing with my cousin. That's crazy. But basically, I don't know if it's. I think it's my TV at this point. I think it's my dad's TV in his room at this point. 'Cause I don't think it's my TV. I don't think it's in the air. I think it's the TV. Because it's been. Yeah, I think the noise I'm hearing is from a TV in my house. Are you kidding me? I started lashing because I thought that was God telling me to start lashing. And then I hear literal sounds like that repetitively. And then I think, is God telling me to start lashing? And then I started to think, and I'm like, oh, wait, it's probably my TV on. But I mean, I don't get how my mother is not back yet. I didn't know YouTube had emojis. Yeah, YouTube has emojis. Like it's had emojis for a while now. YouTube's actually had emojis for a pretty long while. YouTube's had emojis since Zach. YouTube's had emojis since 2015. They've had them for about 10 years now. What do you mean you didn't know YouTube had emojis? Oh, let's see. Spread that. You were literally, I think, 13 when they added emojis. I know you're not tech savvy. I mean, I can teach you with that though. I can teach y'all if y'all need help with that. I'll just have to come to Tennessee somehow. How did nobody know about the emojis? Emojis has been here for a while. Like you were for real 11 when they added emojis. And so were you 8, but y'all were for real around 10, 11 years old when they added emojis. With the fact my mother is not back from the doctor's office yet, and she's been gone since like I think probably 11 o'clock because she likes to leave early for the doctors. But I don't know where the crap she went to. She went somewhere. She here with her little friend. What the crap is you sending on the chat? Let me check. What is this? It's a clip. Well, I think I got my volume down case. That's something bad. Yeah, we should do that. But I got the plane money for that. I got the tickets for that. Also, there's 4 people watching. Who is the other person watching? Y'all, there is one other person watching. And they're not talking live chat, which makes me start to get worried that we have a stalker on this channel. Y'all, I think we got a stalker. I think we actually have a stalker at this point on the channel because if y'all look, there's 5 people watching. Also, I'm turning off screen chat because there's actually a lot of stuff there. But I'll add it back on in a few minutes though. But there is 2 new people I know, and I don't know who they are because I really cannot see sadly who they are because I don't. Actually, I can add a. Let's see the event list and chat box. Basically, if you subscribe, your thing will come over here. Basically, you'll have a little notification right there that says subscribe, and if you chat, it'll come on this side. But I'm trying to get a something else important. If they believe in royalty, then they'll let me get on that plane for free. But if they don't, basically have like, how do you say it straight? What I have to think about it. If they believe in royalty, then they'll let me get on that plane for free. And since y'all are 2 of my cousins, they should let me. Since y'all, wait a minute. I'm having to think about this very strongly right now because I really do not know how to think about this. I don't know if they home or not, but I turn my light off in case. But If you might subscribe to the channel, your little thing will come over here. But if you're just commenting, it'll come on the side. I don't know why it only tells me that there's one person watching. Let me add a little viewer part on here too, because this is getting aggravating. I don't know who's watching, and I don't know how many people's watching. Let me add a viewer context on here for this. Let's add a subscribe. You know what? I'm actually going to probably remove a few of these little tabs because I'm gonna add a goal. Okay, we'll put that over here while we're doing this. You can see, I know the title says basically about the end times. I think. Let me see. About the end times Christians only, but it's gonna turn into a whole entire conversation at this point. So I'm about to change the title because we done turned it from a conversation to a literal talking fest. But somebody's watching it, and I don't know who it is, but there's Zach, Johnny, and Ava. And since I'm doing the live, I cannot just watch it. I'm here. I know I did not just say that on live stream. Okay, cousin. I'll see you later. Oh God, you got a lot of history papers to write. Let me turn on the. Okay, I'm turning off the. Okay, I'll turn off the. And I'll turn off the event list, and then I'll just add a viewer watch because. Talk to y'all later. Okay, and I don't know why YouTube's telling me to have a two-step verification on. Like, that is for real not required. Okay, so why is it telling me only one person's watching when YouTube's telling me there's like 30,000 people watching it? Okay, because they only did turn to one person. Okay, well, I'm gonna end this live stream. Knowing that I literally had to either, I mean, I didn't know about the new Pope would probably be the Antichrist. I didn't know about that, but yo, let me know what y'all think in the comments about like if it could have possibly been like. But the fact though that that happened, and I literally had the Antichrist come on to my live stream, or the devil come on my live stream and try to borrowed it. It's creepy. So make sure to subscribe or whatever if y'all want to know why it happened. Because I really don't know why it happened either. I don't know if they were trying to like stop us from talking about it or what, but I do know that there's nothing ever in this Bible about an omnibar, a barcode, $30,000, or anything like that in it. So I do need to find out like what they were up to and why they were doing it. Because if I don't, then we probably all not be able to do nothing.